Hello and welcome to the Tea Party Howdy channel. The Acting Secretary of Defense says no intelligence of insider threat to inauguration. Then why do we have 25,000 and growing number of troops in D.C.? Says no intelligence of insider threat to inauguration. Then why do we have fences everywhere in Washington, D.C. put up with barbed wire fence? And isn't it a bit of a tasty irony that Biden and the Democrats, who complain constantly about Trump's wall around America, have put it around the government? Yeah, that's some tasty irony right there. Trump says, I'll put a wall around America and keep it safe. And Biden and his fellows instead put the walls around them. You just can't write these jokes. Let's look at some of these other headlines and we'll put it together. Trump supporters and National Guard. Oh, they might do something to Biden, Dem congressman says. Washington Post fact checker rips Cohen. You want to suggest Trump voters are seditionist? Yeah, they do. I'm pretty sure that. So this congressman says that the National Guard might do something to Biden. I'm guessing salute if he walks by after he's inaugurated. Oh, what else do we have? Inauguration rehearsal evacuated due to a fire at a homeless camp near Capitol. A couple more, and then I'll reveal it. And don't forget to remind me at the end. I have a surprise for you at the end. Have a nice treat. After the Capitol attack, some in the GOP parrot far-right talk of coming civil war. Okay, now hold on a second. Put your diaper back on a little bit more correctly. Acting Secretary of Defense has no intelligence, and yet we know that Washington, D.C. has a minimum of 25,000 people of troops. You can see it's all blocked off. And can you see the fences with the barbed wire? No, not in this one. But I've showed you the pictures in my other videos, and you've probably seen them. And if not, boy, are they ample everywhere. Okay, so they've got 25,000 troops. You've got this congressman, or yeah, I guess it's congressman, saying that, oh, the National Guard might do something to Biden. Who's talking civil war here? Who's the one preaching the defiance, the difference, and the war, and calling seditionist? If you're calling them seditionist, you've already engaged in the Civil War, because sedition creates civil war. So who's calling the Civil War? Or as I like to say, project much? Hey, Dems, project much? See, look at this. Did you see all those G.I. Joes? Look at that. All of those G.I. Joes stomping through the grounds. Okay? And yet, it's all based on, let's see, what do they love to say on PBS and the mainstream media? Without evidence. Remember when they used to say that all the time about Trump? When he was allowed to talk? Before we all lose our ability to talk as well. Without evidence. They've got 25,000 troops there. Now, let's get into this thing about the fire. Oh, wait. There's more. LA law enforcement agencies step up security ahead of presidential inauguration. Is that guy wearing a mask standing all by himself? This is not science, people. This is lunacy. You can't get the... Oh, whatever. You guys know the rules for the cootie. And if you're 6 feet away from anybody and you're outside, sorry, you're not going to be able to give the cootie to anybody. Try harder. And then way back when, Ron Silver, an actor, he said, hey, at the inauguration of Bill Clinton, when the planes were flying over, and he goes, hey, wait a minute. Those are our planes now, talking about the military. And I just wonder, oh, that's great, it just deleted it. Lovely. Anyways, I just wonder if that's what Biden's and crew are thinking, because hello, it's not like they all aren't the Obama people all back for their new incarnation. And I just wonder, are they thinking, hey, those are our planes again, and we're never giving them up this time. And you see all those G.I. Joes that make this look like Jerusalem on a very bad day? Well, this is the way it's going to be, and you're going to have to like it. And if you don't like it, we can just copy Germany with that whole, hey, we'll just put the sick people into the camps, And it looks like all the Republicans are feeling a little ill. Let's put them in the camps. The rounding up has already started. Let's not fool ourselves. The rounding up started with all of the massive amount of media attention and exposés and doxing of anyone at the Capitol on January 6th. That did not happen before to any of the other rioters in any of the other riots. So the whole purpose is so they can round them up. We already know the FBI has 200 and growing cases being filed on them. Yes, the same exact FBI that said Russia, 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 and signed off on those FISA agreements along with the CIA. Yeah, the same ones. For all these people that want to put their confidence in the FBI and the CIA, good for you. But let's not forget, it was them who did the Russia hoax at the beginning, did the setup and penalty against General Flynn, and never apologized, and spied on Trump for months, to which we already know, since they released the documents on Friday of last week, that they knew in the spring of 2017, and hello, the election was the winter of 2016, so they knew within 4.5, 5 months that, oh, dude, this is all garbage. This is all just total garbage. And still went 2 more years of faking it. Suddenly it makes you feel like you're watching When Harry Met Sally at the restaurant. Talk about faking it. OMG. Anyway, so these are the people that we're supposed to trust going forward. And let's not forget, after they did all that chicanery and lies with the FBI and the CIA and the Democrat Party, including Susan Rice, including Joseph R. Biden. You should look up what the R stands for. It ain't Raymond. It's kind of hilarious what it stands for. Anyway, Nancy Pelosi took power in 2020 based on all those lies. And with the power that she was given because of all those lies, they just took everything in 2020. Oh, wow. Must be good to be them. But it does help explain why they don't feel like it's real. Because, dude, what was that TV show called? House of Cards? And what happens to a house of cards? Everybody knows that's why they use the analogy. They always come tumbling down. The problem is, as they put 25,000 plus troops in Washington, D.C., fences with razor blades to keep Americans out of Americans' celebration, that house of cards is going to be the United States of America. I do hope that whoever writes our history does note that it was Nancy Pelosi who destroyed the United States of America. Almost single-handedly. Almost single-handedly. You can have her saying no person is above the law, and then do the little flashbacks of her with preening her hair, Charlie Brown cartoon style, and without the mask getting her hair done. Or, conversing with the generals about the coup. So says the generals. That's how they described it. And, yeah, good times. Okay, so let's go back to that fire thing. And then I'll give you your treat. Again with that one. Why does it keep going to that one? Okay, so here. Hey, I don't need to know about this. Let's see. After the Capitol attack, no, that's not the one. Where's the fire? Did it rearrange all my stuff? My computer's overworked right now. I know how it feels. Inauguration reveals due to fire at home. Okay, there it is. At what point do we deem these people paranoid? 25,000 troops, no intelligence suggesting that they need it. At what point do we deem them paranoid? That word has a definition before the Dems come in and destroy all words' definition, like no one is above the law, unless you're from Honduras and you're hi-ho, to America we go, and the list goes on and on and on. Don't even joke with us about not being above the law. Go have a conversation, Hillary. Go have a conversation with the mayor, Miss Speaker of the House. So, yeah, at what point do we deem them paranoid? Now, finally, I promised you a treat, so here's your treat. Are you ready for this? This is the wackiest conspiracy ever. Well, on top of the fact that we have 25,000 troops in real life based on literally no intelligence, if we're to believe the person that got deleted from my computer earlier. Okay, here's your wacky thing, and then we'll get out of here. What if all those troops are there? Because the plan is, and don't forget the fences with the barbed wire. What if all of that is there? Because as soon as Biden is done being sworn in as president, he turns around, does a 180, renounces his presidency, and Kamala Harris is sworn in, and that was the plan all along. Forget about milking it for the 25th Amendment and humiliating him. No. Why else would you need 25,000 plus troops in D.C., fences with barbed wire? Because let's not kid ourselves. 4 years ago when Trump got sworn in, there were riots everywhere, and there was no National Guard to stop them or police. They just tore to shreds Washington, D.C. Go back and look it up. Antifa was everywhere, creating total chaos and havoc. First time since the Civil War that happened. Oh, but no, not this time, because those planes are ours. And by the way, somebody wants to go back into hibernation, because that's 6 months of campaigning, wink, 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 from his basement, unwink, unwink, unwink. Yeah, no, he's got no interest, and he knows that, well, I don't know if he knows that he doesn't knows, but everybody else around him knows that he doesn't knows, because you can't fake being not senile when you're senile, and it doesn't get better with age. It's not like wine. So, yeah, what if all those troops are there so that it's really all for Kamala? I hope you enjoy that special treat. Probably means nothing, but boy, wouldn't that be a hoot if that's the way it worked out. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the future for President Harris's inauguration on January 20th at 2 p.m. local time.